Hey guys, what's going on? TayJay Productions here, and today in this video I will be showing you my complete, as of currently, Chuck E. Cheese collection. So let's go. So it's been a while, guys. I'm glad to be back making videos again after having that facial feminization surgery. I have like an incision up here that's healing, but otherwise I've been doing good. But I did want to go ahead and show you guys my collection today that I have that's been sitting around the house. My first thing I'm going to show you here is this Chuck E. Cheese edition Barbie doll. This came out, let me see, the 1995. So this was actually the year I was born, which is even more perfect. This Barbie doll came out in 1995. It's got cool check on the logo there, and you love to see it. I didn't even know this existed. Also, another thing I have over here, Chuck E. Cheese related, is this Avenger Chuck plush, who has been well loved before. If he did have a tag, it's gone now. It looks like there was a tag right here, but it got cut off. But yeah, no, I love him. So I added him to my collection for sure, and he's usually one that, like, if I want to take something, I'll take him. Honorable mentions real quick is this Toys R Us Barbie that I have over here. This says, "I'm a Toys R Us kid." And my Jeffrey the Giraffe plush that I found at the Volo Museum Antique Center. Yeah, this dude was hiding up on like one of the top floors and I snagged him. Another honorable mention is the Set Streets and Eats sticker. Now, another one of my favorite parts of my collection is my Rockstar Chucky plush collection. Now, I have the Bootacular Chucky, which no, I can't. Most of these are like thumbtacked to the wall. You know, I've been like giving them ear piercings. But I do have the Bootacular. This is from last year. He's got his fangs and his cape here. I bought him brand new at the store. And then it's just kind of cool how I've gotten the rest of these. This was at a horror movie convention. Obviously not horror movie related, but they did have a lot of like random stuff here and there. So I found this Munch at a convention. I also found this Chuck at a convention. He's holding a birthday wand here. It says "Let's Celebrate" on his shirt, which I thought was cool. And he does have a tag. 2018 is the year for him. So yeah, I found him at a convention, and actually Rachel technically found him. He was like deep buried within this giant thing of plushies in it, and we were just digging through the whole thing, and he was hiding at the very bottom. These three down here I got all from, what's that website called? Mercari. I got these from Mercari. I have Surfer Chuck here, I have Christmas Chuck, and I have Tourist Chuck. And Tourist Chuck went with us when we went to New York. Right here is the Mr. Munch Bootacular tote bag, but it's not just the bag, because I worked at Chuck E. Cheese for a very short time, and when we were changing out all of the stuff on the wall, I was able to take this little safety poster. This safety poster on it has Helen and Munch. Now, sad to say, this isn't nearly as vintage as I originally thought. This has got new Munch on it, but I think it's still, yeah, it's 2015, so while it's not, you know, 90s or Phase 4, it's still pretty cool. Helen's looking kind of, she looks older in this picture. I think that's Helen's mom. They're just not telling us or something. But I thought this was cool to have this, I don't know, something unique and something I was able to grab myself instead of like buying it online or something like that. I try not to fold it too much, but what else do I have? Well, you know, I also like to collect Toys R Us stuff, and I got this Toys R Us bag. You guys saw me acquire this in my video where I was trying to find that Toys R Us in Evansville. But also another bag in here I got is this little plastic bag with cool check on it. I don't think there's a, yeah, there's no like date on it or anything, but this is cool, Chuck. And I got this from Corey at Iron Blast. He was able to give me this while I was in the back there, kind of checking out what he had at the time. Now I have a few things down here that I really love, and the first one is gonna be this big Munch plush. Now this Munch plush has his tag on it. And this is from, okay, so you gotta get in on this one, because look at this. Chuck E. Cheese's Showbiz Pizza. Showbiz Pizza Time, 1996. So this is a 1996 Munch plush, and he's got some weight to him because the bottom of his shoes here are hard so he can stand on his own. But I was actually able to find this on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was able to ship him to me, and he was a pretty penny because he's got some weight to him, but I love this guy. I think he was one of like the first things I added to my collection when I really started to get into collecting. Of course, I have a Chuck E. Cheese whack-a-mole thing. This is from 2009. It's a Good Stuff brand. You know, Good Stuff actually used to make other things like my FNAF plushies up here, but that's for another video maybe, I don't know. And then I have this vintage Jasper plush, which also has the tags on it that says Showbiz Pizza Time, and this is from 1983, which I think is super cool. Another plush that costed me a good penny, but so worth it. He's also just really fun to cuddle. He's just a good cuddle plush. I love plushies. So yeah, this nice vintage Jasper plush sitting down here. So this shelf over here has a mixture of things that I'm into. When you break it down to the two most biggest things here, it's Chuck E. Cheese and Spider-Man. But we're here for Chuck E. Cheese, but you might also see some other stuff up here that I like to collect. But as far as the Chuck E. Cheese stuff goes, I'm just gonna grab them as we go. First and foremost, I have this Set Streets and Eats picture that I got at BillyCon, and I had Chris Bauer's sign over here, and I thought that was really cool. Very nice guy, and I was excited to meet him, and it's really cool that we had a conversation for a while. I got a Chuck E. Cheese mystery egg. I got this while I was recovering. It was like day 2 or 3, and I was a mess, but this brought me some smiles. I will show you real quick what I got in here. The stuff that comes in this is, I know I'm not taking very good care of this. Oh my goodness. The band sticker, you know. I got a Munch squishy head. Now these you have to be careful with because my son has a Pasquale and the paint is like rubbing off of it from just them playing with it. So I try to be careful with that. I got a Chucky skateboard, which I think is perfect. You know, he is the mascot of the company after all. A Chucky fidget spinner, which for some reason they only have the Chucky character. As far as the cards go, I got Helen and Bella. And then the stickers, I got a really buff Pasquale. And then I got Chucky and Munch. So I'm not sure if they're going to be doing more of these. I thought it was pretty cool. I just can't really get over that like price of $20 for this. I don't know if that's really worth it, but love the company all in all. So I'm trying to support them when I can. So I did buy at least one mystery egg for myself. So now we get on to the other, like the little stuff, but also really cool. First and foremost, I wanted to show you my birthday star medallion, which I'll go ahead and wear for the rest of the video. Okay, what is that? January 11th. Why is it? I just noticed that. Is this for kids whose birthday was on January 11th? Because that's not my birthday. Whatever. It's my birthday one day out of the year. So, oh. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. I have a Toys R Us lanyard over here, which I love so much. There's a lot of really cool little things in here if you want to just get a shot of it all before I really dig in here. I got, you know, newer stuff, older stuff. I have some Billy Bob's Wonderland stuff in here as well. And there's so many cool stories behind this stuff, so that's why I have to grab it all individually and tell you the stories of how I obtained this stuff, because not everything was bought. So I have a Chucky coin cup here with some coins in it. This was, I think, mainly all acquired through Iron Blast. I have some coins in here, like let's see, a 1997 token. I have a Pizza Time Theater 1990 token. Okay, my bad. The last one wasn't a Pizza Time Theater. This is the Pizza Time Theater. The last one was just the bowler hat Chuck. This is the Pizza Time Theater token, which is dated 1982. In Pizza We Trust. Gotta love it. Of course, I have a Billy Bob's Wonderland token. Actually have a couple of those. And then a 2002 Avenger Chuck token. Now I also have this telescope back from the Pizza Time Theater. And this is dated 1981. This is definitely a vintage piece. This would have been on the prize counter, and I found this at an antique mall. And you can still look through it. It doesn't really do much. It doesn't really telescopically do much. It's more just, you know, for the novelty. But I thought that was a really cool thing to pick up and grab. A 1991 Showbiz Pizza Time keychain that I got from Iron Blast at BillyCon, Corey. Thank you, Corey. Now I got all these tickets here real quick. I got most of these in a bundle from somebody on Facebook Marketplace. This is the Showbiz Pizza Time Chuck E. Cheese's 1986 tickets. And then these two I got from Billy Bob's Wonderland, being this section of tickets, and then this section of tickets as well. Now this stuff is interesting. As you guys know, I got some sort of access into the Columbus Chuck E. Cheese as they were remodeling. In the section that is now Yummy Bowl, I grabbed a few things from that you'll see in this video, signage and stuff. One of the things I was able to grab was the height measurements on the side of the door. This says "Thanks for visiting." Now, these were really hard to get off, so they're not in good condition because they were just basically glued onto the wall, and I had to like try to peel them off as best as I could. The Chuck and Chuck E. Cheese's was always right by the door handle, so it was almost impossible to get off, but I did get cheeses. But yeah, I thought that was cool that I was able to obtain these. I got these Chuck E. Cheese sports figures, football, baseball, and basketball. I got all three of these from Corey at Iron Blast. And then another cool one that I have here is this bowler hat Chuck from, is this? Yeah, this is a Showbiz Pizza toy from 1985. You can see right there. And I actually found this at an antique mall. Once again, I gotta give the credit to Rachel because she's the one that found it. We were digging around just tubs and tubs of random little action figures, and we found this guy miraculously. So thanks again to Rachel for that one. Of course, you see it up there on the prize counter. You have to get yourself a Chuck E. Cheese semi-truck. And back with some more plushies. Gotta love the plushies. I got this 2004 Sleepy Time Chuck with his robe. You see his face a little bit better. And then here's his tag. I got a Peace Chuck who's listening to an iPod or MP3 player. He's got a backwards hat. I really like this guy. He's very unique, and I haven't seen too many like this. I don't think, unfortunately, he has a tag. Oh, no he does, never mind. Let's see his tag. is hidden up in his shorts. My apologies, Chuck. 2010. So this Chuck is from 2010. He also still has the plastic on the back to hang him up. So I have a Helen plush here that I also got on Mercari. A lot of my little plushies I got on Mercari. This Helen plush here is from 2007. It's another one of the limited editions. I'm really hoping that Chuck E. Cheese will start doing these limited editions again, because they're cool, and you know, eventually everybody's gonna collect all the plushies and want like different variations. So, but I did get this cheerleader Helen plush. And then last but not least, this one I got just because I thought it was funny. Technically I already have him, but this is Shirtless Munch. I found him at Goodwill. Every time I go to Goodwill, I dig through the stuffed animals and never find Chuck E. Cheese. On very short occasion I do. And this was one that I found. Shirtless Munch, where did your shirt go? We'll never know. But I don't know, I found him and I would feel bad just leaving him there. So I took him, and now it's just kind of a little joke. I got Shirtless Munch. Speaking of Goodwill, by the way, and finding plushies, on occasion when I do find one, I get them. And I got this Pasquale Squishmallow over here, so I'll show you him real quick. He sits at the head of my bed over by my pillow. So, gotta love Pasquale. Yeah, a brand new Pasquale Squishmallow, and somebody just, I don't know, donated him to Goodwill. They haven't even been out that long, so I thought that was interesting. Few more things to show you over here. I have this Chuck E. Cheese lunchbox, a little mini lunchbox, and this has got the Avenger era characters on there. Let's see, 2006 is the date on this. Please keep dating your things because it's very important to collectors. In here, I have a few things. I have a Chuck E. Cheese bib. This is a newer Rockstar one. Gotta collect everything you can find. So I collected a bib. And then I'll let you kind of just look in here. I've got a series of different kind of tickets, mainly Rockstar tickets, but I do have a few Phase 4. Well, that one's actually Phase 3. That's cool, Chuck. Yeah, I have, there we go, Phase 4 tickets, but yeah, I had Cool Chuck tickets, I have Avenger Chuck tickets, and then I have some other tokens and such. So, just a little bit of everything in here, and oh, here's something interesting. I do have these tickets here that is from Showbiz. Showbiz Pizza Time, which is really cool because that gives you the Pizza Time Theater era kind of look. These are dated 1990, so it's not going to be the Pizza Time Theater, but it is the Concept Unification tickets around that time. So I think it's really cool to have like a good mixture of these things around the different eras that Chuck E. Cheese has gone through. Here's another thing I picked up from a convention. I got these throwing discs from 1983. Pizza Time Theater. You got the bowler hat Chuck on there. And these are both in really good condition. Of course, you're not a Chucky fan if you don't have the Avenger Chuck Pop. And I had to get him. I ordered him online. I know that if you waited long enough, you could have found him in stores, but no, I had to get my hands on this bad boy right away when it became available, so I ordered this guy online. Got a few more things here. I have this sticker from 1991, Showbiz Pizza Time. Got Chuck right there. Love this sticker. It's a good size sticker. Here's my hand. So, it's about the size of your hand. I found these two cups at Goodwill. Now these are newer cups, and if I can look, 2017 is the year on them. But if you can see here, they're holographic, or whatever you call that. So when you move it, the characters do something. You got Jasper on his guitar there, Munch on his keyboard. And then on this one, you have Chucky jumping up and down. He has his guitar there. And then Helen with her microphone. Thought these were cool. And I like to do this with them. You know what I mean? I have this Chuck E. Cheese cup with Avenger Chuck on it. He's kicking a soccer ball. Now this one unfortunately lost what was on top of it. We'll never know. Maybe some of you out there know. And the straw didn't come with it. But at least the lid did. And it would have been cool to see what was on top of this. If I can go and do my erasures, I'm sure I could find out what was on top of it. But this is from 2011. So we have Avenger Chuck from 2011 there. I like this cup, it's very cool. And then what I have in this straw slot is this Chuck E. Cheese. You have the bowler hat logo on here. This is a golf tee that I bought from Corey at Iron Blast while he was at Billy Con. And I think the story, I might have this mixed up, but I think this was like given to like corporate employees as like a gift. I think that's what the story was. Very last thing to show you on this shelf is this PVC Munch. I found him at a antique toy store in a bin. Actually, Jaden found him. So his arms move up and down. I like to have him stand there and wave. He is dated. He is not dated. But at one time, these were being made, so. This is the newer, you know, the younger Munch, so it's not super old, but they don't make them anymore. And then I got the full collection of the big plushies up here. These come down regularly. I like, especially Chuck. He's a good one to cuddle. He's got a giant head though. But yeah, I think in the order I collected these was Chucky, Jasper, yeah, now Jasper, Munch, and then Helen. Helen was my chase prize because I had the 3 for a while and I was just missing Helen, so I finally got Helen, and that was exciting. Where did we get Helen again? Oh, I got Helen in Maryville, Indiana, at the Chuck E. Cheese up there. And now finally I'm going to show you the coolest things in my collection, which happen to be the largest things in my collection that don't fit on a shelf. So the very first thing I want to show you is this Phase 4 Avenger Chuck prize counter sign. Now, it was very rare that the prize counters had like something over them to hang a sign on, but when they did, they had this thumbs up Chuck sign here. I won this on eBay. He was missing his thumb though, but I am very glad that he still had his head and there's very minimal wear and tear. So when they renovated whatever store this was from, I believe they said it was from Virginia. They said it was from somewhere in Virginia. They did not do too much damage to this sign. So every once in a while when I walk by, I treat it a lot like the big token and I rub it for good luck. Likewise, this giant Everyone's a Winner ticket over here. Another thing that I won on eBay. No, actually this was a Facebook Marketplace thing. Somebody had a spare one who used to work at a Chuck E. Cheese in the garage, and they didn't take it with them when they moved out, so the person who moved into the house just had this sitting around and they sold it to me, which I thought was cool. So now this is in my hallway and it is very big. But the coolest thing I have in my hallway when it comes to Chuck E. Cheese signage is not something that I bought, but something that I luckily was able to grab myself. This Phase 3 restrooms sign. Now this did come from the Columbus, Indiana Chuck E. Cheese, and I was able to grab this off the wall when Yummy Bowl was going into where Chuck E. Cheese used to be. They had these signs on the walls. They were gonna keep them, but I came in and I said, do you really need them? Because I want them. And they let me take them down. And it took me a lot of time to make sure that I didn't damage this thing taking it off the wall, because they glued the heck out of it to the wall. But I got it and now it's above our restroom and I love it. Now you guys saw that I took the entire Studio C stage from the Columbus, Indiana Chuck E. Cheese, and you might be wondering where that is now. Am I gonna show it to you? Well, I sure am, because I'm sitting in front of it on a Phase 5 Chuck E. Cheese booth right now. Yep, here it is in my garage. So this is the Studio C stage. I have a few things sticking out of the middle right now because of storage purposes, but the middle of the stage here actually had this piece of wood over it, and then this little section right here is where the air valves went through, which I still have that are in this box. Yeah, they're deep in there. I'm not grabbing them out, but I have the air valves that were used to operate the Studio C animatronic in this box. I took all that out at Chuck E. Cheese, and I also took this entire stage and we put it back together. And while it's not able to support a bunch of weight right now, like I couldn't stand on top of it because we had to take a lot of the stuff out from underneath it out to move it, I will eventually be putting that back together. I got a few more things from the Columbus store. I got the Studio C Cappa. This is the blue screen. This was above it. That was above it like that. Ugh, it's heavy. And that was below it. So I was able to grab a little bit of that. And then these were the supporting brackets that held the animatronic. I got a piece of carpet. We got phase 4 carpet right here. And then the wood paneling, of course, that went around the entire store at the Columbus Chuck E. Cheese. And then finally, yes guys, I still have this little sliver of the Studio C stage that I'm giving away at BillyCon. Not at Springfield, but I will be giving away something at Springfield. Might be that. Of course, you're probably wondering, when did I acquire this booth? I didn't let you guys in on that too much. I brought a few things out here that I had at other places in my house that I wanted to show you real quick. This Chuck E. Cheese plate with Avenger Chuck on it. And also this birthday Chuck plush. He's got like beanbag legs. I love him because he sits very nice. And he sits on a shelf in my kitchen right next to this plate. So I have him, and then I was able to snag this booth. This was sitting behind the Washington Street Chuck E. Cheese in Indianapolis. And they were remodeling, no, not remodeling. They put a trampoline in their store and set a few booths out back by the dumpster. And like bandits in the night, Rachel and I just grabbed it and threw it in our van and took off. Something else I was able to grab was the padding to the longer booths, which it's in a garage, so it's got some dirt on it, but these are the back pads to the longer booths that we unfortunately were not able to grab because they were too big. But I did grab this booth, so if you want to come over on this side here, you'll see that it's in really good shape. They're not damaged at all. They can support weight, so you can sit here, and sometimes I do. I'll sit out here and I'll prop my feet up on this Studio C stage, and in a lot of ways this becomes my happy place. So just a few more things to show you guys here. And the last two things I'm showing you is also from the Columbus, Indiana Chuck E. Cheese location. I was able to obtain their small coat rack. The big one that they used to have on the other side of the stage was thrown away previously before I got there, but this one was still sitting there on the right side of the stage, so I was able to grab this, and now it's up on the wall in my garage. And then last but not least, over here I have affixed to my back door this emergency exit only sign. This is a Chuck E. Cheese Phase 3 sign with the tiling right there, and I just think it's so cool. This was also from the Columbus, Indiana Chuck E. Cheese location, and it was on the exit door, and it was a very easy grab. There wasn't much glue on it, so it was just a little peel off of the side. Well guys, that is it. I've shown you my complete Chuck E. Cheese collection as I have it for right now. Obviously my plan is to get an animatronic on that stage. I don't know how long it'll be. It could be next week, it could be 5 years from now. Don't know how long it's gonna take, but we'll see. So until then, you guys are gonna follow me every step of the way and see this collection of mine grow and continue, and to the point where I can't keep it in my house anymore and I have to have another place to put it. I would like to eventually create my own like Chuck E. Cheese restaurant with artwork on the wall. I would obviously like to install a TV to play the show tunes, have the bot moving with the music, and have booths and tables. You know, something like what Damon has with the Smitty Super Service Station, or as other people have. You know, I know a few other people who have it. So I want to be one of those people one day, and I think it'll be cool, but it's going to be time consuming and money consuming as well, so we'll see what happens there. But I appreciate you guys watching this video and seeing my whole collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you do, leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe if you haven't already. And until the next one, thanks for watching TayJay Productions. See you guys.